All right, welcome guys to the NBA live stream. We only have a Showdown slate to go over here with the Wizards and the Pacers. This is going to be a pretty quick live stream. I'll be on for 15 minutes. So, yeah, we really don't have any news to go over. Brogdon's in, Sumner is in. Now, I will say I haven't seen anything yet of Brogdon being on a limit. So, I think there's a chance he definitely plays more here. And I've been looking. I asked the Pacers beat writer about it. Still no answer. So, we don't know, which I think that does actually make Brogdon an intriguing contrarian play on this one. But, yeah, so again, looking at the over-under, it's almost 240. We know it's going to be high, played at a fast pace. Yeah, real quick, guys, if you could leave a like button. Again, I'll be on for 15 minutes. Every like helps me out. We're already at 100 viewers. So let's start it off with the Pacers. And again, Sabonis, I will not be fading him at 11.2K. But you can fade him if you want. Not for me. He's my favorite spun up on the board. Really, really love Sabonis. Now, Brogdon is actually intriguing now, right? We haven't seen anything of a limit. This is a must-win game. He might just play normal minutes. If he does play normal minutes, you're going to get him at really low. Like, he's going to be low owned. I think he'll probably be below 20% owned. So, I'm actually intrigued by Brogdon now. He was originally someone else kind of just ruling out, but we haven't seen anything of a limit. So, I'm a little bit intrigued here by Brogdon. I think that's a way if you want to get different. I don't mind taking the shot at Malcolm Brogdon. Now, the mid-range guys, I just don't think it makes sense for some of these. McConnell with Brogdon in. I'm not paying 8K for him. I'm not going to Brissett at 7.4. No thank you to McDermott at 6.2. Justin Holiday at 5K is a little bit more viable because of the price point. I think he gets about 30 minutes in a close game. I think he's viable. And scrolling down a bit more, every single play below here is pretty risky. Gogo's going to play the backup 5. We probably get about 12 minutes from him. Viable, but might be a little bit over-owned after that 37 fantasy point game last game. Keelan Martin, I expect kind of the same thing, about 12 minutes off the bench. Not out of play, but again, definitely risky. Aaron Holiday and Sumner, I've played Sumner like 2 of the last 4 times he's got injured. Literally the last 4 games he's played, he's left due to injury, with his knee injury. That really hurt last game. I mean, he's actually a decent point per minute guy. If you're willing to roll the dice on him, I think he's intriguing. Because if he does get his normal minutes and we get 15 to 20 from Sumner, he could be a good value. So that's a pretty high risk, high reward play. And then Aaron Holiday, I assume we get about 10 to 12 minutes from if we're going off the last rotation. My only worry with some of these fringe Pacers guys is the fact that I think there's a chance they trim down their rotation. Maybe instead of 10, they go to 9 or 8. So a couple guys I think could get cut here. Maybe an Aaron Holiday. Maybe a Keelan Martin. Possible, right? So it's possible these guys even get a DNP. So there's risk to all those Pacers. On the Wizards side, we know Westbrook is going to be the absolute chalk. I don't see how you fade him on the Showdown slate, so not much to say there. No, Brad Beal is going to come in a way lower ownership. I still don't know how you fade him. I went over in my video. I'm playing all 3 of the stars. I don't care. You make it work, and you put one of those guys in the captain. It's not worth it to go a value in the captain. You play all 3, Sabonis, Westbrook, and Beal, and you pick one of them in the captain, and that's what you do. I don't care about the mid-range. I think that's the optimal build. So, again, kind of ignoring the guys in the mid-range. I'm not playing Rui. I'm not playing Rule Neto. Now, value guys I am interested in are Ish Smith at 5.2. Because of the price point, right? He's a guy that probably gets about 25 minutes. He's a good offensive player. We've seen back-to-back 36 and 37 fantasy point games for Ish. He's going to be decently popular. I agree with it. I like him. I think Bertans is fine. Don't expect 33 minutes, though, right? He played more because Rui foul trouble. I think we normally get about 20 to 25 minutes from Bertans, which, again, makes him in play. He's just got to hit his threes. And then the value center. So it's going to be, again, a roulette here with Gafford, Len, and Lopez. I've interested in all 3 because these are all, decent point per minute guys. Gafford being the best, I think he has the most upside, but he's also the priciest. Again, Len is starting again. Scott Brooks is an idiot, but we probably get, around, unless he doesn't get benched, 10 to 14 minutes, somewhere in that range for Len, which makes him playable. And then Robin Lopez probably gets somewhere around 15 to 25. I think he's the center that has the most minutes upside. So, but all 3, again, they're going to be used against Sabonis, and all 3 are in play. If price doesn't matter, again, I would say Gafford. Maybe my favorite point per dollar play is Lopez. And then Hutchinson and Garrison Matthews might play a little bit if you need a dart at the flat min price. Hutchinson played 10 minutes last game, and Garrison Matthews did get 1 shift when Rule Neto was playing awful. Then he came back in for garbage time. So you can take a dart one of them because of their min price, but obviously don't expect a ton from either of those 2 guys. Okay, so yeah, that's really it. Let's see. If you have any more news on Brogdon, yeah, just available. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I think Brogdon's actually intriguing here. I think Brogdon is an intriguing play if you want to get off of one of the other main stars. But all right, so that leaves about 7 minutes left for some questions, guys. Again, one more time, I'll ask if you could leave a like button in the live stream. It helps me out a ton. I know this is a shorter one, but I mean, what am I going to talk for like 40 minutes about a Showdown slate? Right? There's not. I already went over it in the video. There's not much else to say. There's no real big big news. So yeah, Beal or Brogdon. I think Beal's more optimal. But I think Brogdon is, if you want to get different on this Showdown slate, I don't mind taking the shot on him. Obviously, I think he's a little bit riskier, because he still could be limited a bit. But again, Beal's also dealing with an injury, so Beal's going to be probably 2 to 3x the ownership of Brogdon. If you want to roll the dice on Brogdon to get different, that's perfectly fine with me. Beal, Poole, Justin Holiday, or Wiggins, Brooks, and Slow-Mo for the 2-game slate. I'll go with the first one there. Sabonis a captain, Westbrook, Brogdon, Ish, Len, Lopez. I'm good with it. See, yeah, you're using Brogdon. That'll be make your lineup a little bit different and allows you a little bit more room to get, some maybe a decent value play. Ish, yeah, I like Ish for value. Sabonis, captain, Beal, Westbrook, Lopez, Len, Justin Holiday. I think that looks close to optimal to me. I think optimal build is probably Sabonis or Sabonis or Brad Beal in the captain, because you play Westbrook in the captain with the main 2 guys, then you're gonna have to play one of those 1K guys, right? If you go like Westbrook, Sabonis, and Beal, it's under 3K remaining. I guess you could make it work with Sumner. You could do that, and then you could roll the dice in like both value centers and use Edmund Sumner. I think that's viable. I think it's viable. But yeah, I'm looking to definitely get to one of the. I don't think it's worth it to go a value guy in the captain. I don't think it's worth it. It doesn't open up enough for me on this one. Had to fade one of Russ or Sabonis. Who would you fade? I wouldn't fade either. I think you got to play both. I guess gun to my head, who do I fade? I'll fade Russ because Sabonis is cheaper. I think he has similar upside. I need 2 of Gafford, Ish, Bertans, Neto. I don't have a super strong take on that. I don't. I think all 4 are viable. I guess I'll maybe cross off Neto based on what we saw last game. Not out of the realm of possibility that it's a decent game, but I think I'll cross off Neto and then pick 2 of those 3. Fave 2 of Rui, Toscano, Bazemore, or McDermott for the 2-game slate. Probably Toscano and Rui. Malcolm or Sabonis in captain. Sabonis for me. I'm playing Len and Lopez in the same lineup. Might puke. You can do it. I mean, if you're playing the stars, you gotta roll the dice on some guys. So, yeah. I mean, the thing with the Washington centers are, yes, there's no minute security for any of them, but like they can all play. I'm not saying this is going to be exact, but they could all play 16 minutes and get like 15 fantasy points each, and then you're good. Play Draftkings in Australia, and salary does not allow to get all 3 stars. Safest fade would be Beal. Yeah, Beal, since he's dealing with the injury. Westbrook and Sabonis are going to be like 80+, 90+% owned. I agree with it. Garrison Matthews is the sleeper tonight. Yeah, if Neto continues to struggle, he might get a shift. He just got to hit his 3s. He's not going to be out there a ton. Captain Sabonis, Westbrook, Beal, 3 Washington centers. That's all right with me. Yeah. Captain Sabonis, Len, Brogdon, Lopez, Ish, and Russ thoughts, or spend down to Ish to Gafford. I don't have a super strong take in Ish versus Gafford. I like them both for value. Both those guys have upside. Ish or Justin Holiday? It's pretty close for me. It's pretty close. I'll go Ish, but it's close. Most optimizers are putting Lopez and Len in the same lineup. Yeah, I think it makes sense, right? I think if that's like, I think it might be that Westbrook with Sabonis, Beal, the 2 value centers, and Sumner. That might be the optimal one. Obviously, though, the risk is Sumner and the injury, but that should lower the ownership. So Sumner's a guy I'm intrigued by, right? Because he's actually a decent point per minute guy now. I was kind of surprised he was playing after he left the game due to injury last game. Justin Holiday or Gafford. Justin Holiday is way safer. Because he's going to play probably about 30 minutes. Gafford, you just never know with Scott Brooks. So Justin Holiday would be way more popular, but if you have a chalky build and you want to get different, I'm fine taking a dart and Gafford and hope the minutes are there. Captain Ish, Sabonis, Westbrook, Beal, Lopez, and Goga. See, I don't think it's worth it to do that, right? It doesn't open up enough. You can still get captain one of the main three guys and then play through value plays. Like it's not worth it to me. So yeah, you have Goga and Lopez. You can still get value centers with one of the main guys in the captain. So I don't think you should be playing a value guy in the captain. I think you should be playing one of Sabonis, Westbrook, or Beal. Or if you're confident that Malcolm Brogdon plays full minutes, you can roll the dice there. I'm okay. I think you go with the upside in the captain. All three Washington centers plus the stars, fine with it. Yeah. TJ at captain, not for me. Matthews is the pick, my dudes. Yeah, I mean, there's a chance he gets a DNP, so he's got some risk. Sabonis captain, Justin Holiday, or Beal captain-ish. I'll go the first one. Is Malcolm worth putting in captain? Yeah, I think he's risky. He's risky. I haven't seen anything, though, of him being limited. So there's a chance he plays normal minutes. And if that's the case, he's going to come in way lower ownership than the other three stars. And he's got similar upside. So it's a risk, but I'm fine doing it now. Because we haven't seen anything of a limit for Brogdon. Gafford or Bertans? Gafford. Any interest in TJ at his price for GPPs? Not really. It's at a price point where I'm probably not going to do it. Like, he's too close. Where's TJ? He's too close in price to the stars. 2K difference from him and Brogdon or Beal. Much rather go to Brogdon or Beal. Much rather get to them. Captain Beal with Russ, Sabonis, Ish, Len, Lopez. Yeah, looks good to me. I got Westbrook, Beal, Sabonis, and Brogdon all in the lineup. Westbrook, Beal, Sabonis, and Brogdon all in the lineup. Is that possible? You might have to play like a 1K guy in the captain, or just like take a 0. Yeah, right. You'd have to play. Yeah, so it is actually possible. Or actually, hold on. Let's see. Who's actually someone that would play? Yeah, so you could technically do it. You could do something like that and Rolo in the captain. Again, don't know if it's worth it, but yeah, it's doable. You can do it. I have 5 Washington guys and Sabonis. Is that crazy? It's a little bit contrarian, but no, I think it's doable. Brogdon, Justin Holiday, McDermott, Brissett, and Sabonis. Yep, that's what we expected. How many minutes do you think for Sumner? If he doesn't re-aggravate his knee injury, I would say about 15 because he played 7 minutes in the first half. Beal's captain, Westbrook, Sabonis, Gafford, Lopez, Sumner. I think that looks really good. Yeah. Again, Sumner played tonight. Yes, there's risk, though. There's risk. Last 4 games he's played, he's left due to the knee injury. Now, I think that will lower the ownership, but he is a guy that actually is a decent point per minute guy. So I'm intrigued by Sumner there. Best 3K play? Okay, so 3K. I think the safest play is Robin Lopez, as weird that is to say. If you're shooting for the upside, Sumner, but again, he's got a lot of risk involved there. All right, last 30 seconds here. Gafford or Goga last spot. For me, it's Gafford. I like the upside more on Gafford. Len or Sumner, it's up to you. If let's just say this. If I knew Sumner was going to play 15 to 20 minutes, I would play Sumner. There's a little bit more risk involved. All right, last question here, guys. I appreciate you guys coming to check out the stream. 200 viewers for a Showdown slate, not bad at all. So appreciate everyone that came in and liked the live stream. I know this is quick, but again, right, there's not a ton to talk about. So thoughts on Chandler Hutchinson? He's 1K. I think it's doable if you're going like if you have like a Westbrook in the captain, you need to want like someone at the flat min price. Don't expect him to play a ton, and I think there's a chance he gets a DNP, but I would say that the best guess for him in his minutes is probably about 10. Probably about 10 minutes for Hutchinson. He could play 0. I guess upside maybe 12 to 15 minutes, but that's pushing it. So that's going to do it for me, guys. Appreciate all you guys coming to check out the live stream. Enjoy this game. Again, don't go crazy. The Showdown slates, there's a lot of variance involved. I never take these. I play these more for fun. That's how you guys should play them too. You should not be playing heavy on these Showdown slates. A lot of luck involved. A lot of variance. So, yeah, good luck, guys. Enjoy the game, and I'll be back here tomorrow to break down the other Showdown slate on Friday. And then we get to normal slates starting on the weekend. So I'll see you guys all then.